Hello and welcome to this week's Legacy Challenge final match. We got a match between Shadow Uni and Bruce the Shark. A great game. My co-commentator Astrid. How you doing today, Astrid?
Hello. I just got back from the first couple of rounds of playing.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, how was the tournament today?
huh?
How was the
It
tournament
was
today?
it was all right. Um, had some close games and some less close games, but it went good.
Yeah. What were you playing on today?
I was on D&T again.
D&D. Yeah, it's like your solid backup when you're not trying to do some crazy combo stuff
Yeah,
or
well, I don't
handle a stretch.
really have access to a printer right now, so my proxy potential is slightly limited. But
Uh,
yeah,
well,
I did.
it, these two decks are really interesting. So if you check out our
Oh yeah,
cardboard live, we got
yeah.
Shadow Uni on his standard Gyruda Urza Bomerman. I've written about this deck like 3 times now. This is one of the decks that I say that defines our meta because it's just so effective at winning games and just crushing against all sorts of hate. And then we got Bruce the Shark on Mono Red Burn, which I think is actually going to be a really interesting matchup.
Yeah, I've played Burn versus Gyruda before, and so of course I know I'm rooting for.
Yeah, Burn. So Burn is actually surprisingly really good against this deck, but this is a Chalice the Void deck. But last confirmed Shadow was on Chalice,
Mhm.
uh, which a Chalice on one does kind of slow down
Yeah,
uh, Burn a lot.
so it's yeah both decks have a bunch of cards that they can just slam to kind of keep
Oh, I don't
the game
think
going in their favor. So so it's probably going to be pretty swingy in that respect.
yeah, I don't think Shadow has a way to beat Eidolon the Great Red Bulls at all. Oh, at least in the main board. Third, outside because this is a very, very slim deck. This is everything's even cost. Everything is really fast. It's the Bomberman shell if you slap Gyruda into it. And it does really well at utilizing Gyruda, but it has to go through the Bomberman combo in order to do that, which is going to hit him for 2 every single time with Eidolon the Great Rebels. And yeah, this
Let's
is a
see.
4 Chalice. It is a four Chalice of the Void, 4 defense grid, Mishra's Bobble, Mox Opal. Yeah, this is a
Oh yeah,
fast Bomberman deck.
yeah, and both of these decks also are made almost entirely of playsets. So both
I
decks
think
just kind
players
of
are
have
just
a
getting.
yep. See opening hands being drawn.
Yeah. So it looks like Shadow's keeping on 7 and Bruce is mulling down to 6. And Shadow is on the play for this round. Uh, but yeah, like if looking at both their lists, when it comes to said, yeah, 4 Eidolon the Great Rebel, 4 Exquisite Firecraft, 4 Lava Spike, 4 Rift Bolt, Fire Blast, Lightning Bolt, Price of Progress. This deck is a man. I do believe I've last weekend Bruce did really well actually, as well in the Philip Leckman tournament.
Yep. Okay, we'll see a tomb and a defense grid from
Yeah,
Shadowing.
yep, and we're starting out and Tomb Defense Grid. That is the Kaladesh invention defense grid, if I'm correct.
Yep. And that will be completely ignored
Yeah,
by Bruce.
basically, Bruce does not care. He'll just do all of his bolts and burning, and yeah, we see a Swift Spear on turn 1, swinging in, and importantly, Shadow is on a 4 Ancient Tomb deck, and this Ancient Tomb is going to hurt a lot against Burn.
Hold up. Does he even have any basics? I'm just gonna check here. Two.
Uh,
Two basics.
yeah,
That's gonna be
Oh, okay. So
painful.
we do have 4 mana on turn 2. So, if Bruce is able to slam a Price of Progress us within the next 1 to 2 turns, I mean, this is going to be brutal with the damage. See if Shadow is fast enough to combo.
Seeing some tanking here.
Understandably. I mean, Burn is a matchup that no one's ever prepared for.
Yep.
Oh, and it's also this Bomerman deck is also a 4 Echo of Eon's deck. So this Lion's Eye Diamond here can also be used to flashback. But the thing is, you're giving Burn a full 7
Yeah.
cards in hand. So there's nothing good on either side about what could possibly happen. Okay, and we see a Karn, great creator. What Karn's gonna do? Karn can animate this defense grid and turn it into a blocker at least. Yep,
Yep,
and
that's what
yeah,
it's doing. It's a 2/2,
yeah,
so
yeah. At least he has a blocker for the Swift Spear, and that means that one of the burn spells has to hit it. So I wonder if Bruce is on. Um, let's see.
see a Bone Crusher, which would have made that much easier. That's sort of my secret tech in Burn.
The Bone Crusher Giant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's
would
a
be
really
helpful
good.
in this particular
Well,
second spear. Good start.
Bruce is on second Swift Spear. All right, now let's see. I mean, Shadow only just has a block here. It's not like Defense Grid is going to do anything. Thank you, Ivan, for letting us know about our audio.
Oh dear.
No, our audio is good. Our audio is good, accurate. For like the first time in ages, it seems like my internet and my audio are actually working. Okay. And it looks like he just took the damage. And before damage, we're seeing a lightning bolt to the face. I'm assuming.
Yep.
Yeah, no blocks before damage. Bolt Shadow to 12. Prowess. That's 4 points of damage. Yeah, Shadow is down to 8. And let's see if he can combo.
Going for it. Could lattice lock this turn, but it's a bit late for that.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
We have Bomberman combo.
That should be lethal.
Yeah, especially since Karn can go and find a Walking Ballista in the side. I'm pretty sure he's running a Walking Ballista in the side. Some other form.
Karn and the Walking Ballista in hand. Okay.
Oh,
so this game's over.
Yeah, there's a Walking Ballista in hand. So for those of you that don't know the Bomberman combo, it's using Auriok Salvagers, 1 and a white, return target artifact for the mana costs, I think 1 or less from your graveyard to your hand. And you just use that with LED, create infinite mana, and then even with LED discarding your hand, you can just get back Walking Ballista with the Auriok, cast it for infinite, and then kill your opponent. So really close game because of the fact that Bruce, I'm pretty sure, had it on the very next turn. So turn 3 kill for both players locked up. So, all right, Astrid, I'm gonna pull up Bruce's
okay.
I'm gonna pull up Bruce's sideboard, and I'm gonna what you like. 4 Crypts, 3 Skewer the Critics, 2 Sulfuric Vortexes, and 2 Volcanic Fallouts. What do you like here?
Never seen Skewer in the sideboard before, but I kind of like it. Because
I really
bolt.
agree
if
with
your job is just go fast, then yeah. Let's see. So Skewer is good. It also gets around Chalice, notably.
Yes.
Smash to Smithereens is, of course, very good against a deck with Chalice. He's got to know it has Chalice, right?
Oh yeah. At this point, yeah. Uh,
So those are
let's.
the side-ins. Crypt you could argue for.
I think Crypt is a
I
little
don't
bit too slow.
know,
Oh, because the
because
way Shadow works with this deck is he's discarding the what's it called? He's not like dredging it or trying to flip it over or anything like that to throw it in his graveyard. He's throwing the Echo of Eons on into the graveyard with the LED. I don't think the Crypt is the right play here, but I agree with you on the Smash the Smithereens and the
so
Skewer the Critic actually.
7 side-ins. I'd take out Firecraft and hmm, maybe one Fire Blast, 2 pops.
Yeah, I think Fire Exquisite Firecraft is just a little bit too slow here.
This is not the
The
matchup it's
and
for.
the Yeah, and the uncounterability side of it is just not going to be there because this deck does not run any counter spells. It can't. It's a
And Pop is
Gyruda
good, but only if they don't combo off on turn 3.
deck. But for we have three Containment Priests and one Gyruda, one Mycosynth Lattice, one Liquid Metal Coating, one LED, one Tormod's Crypt, one Ensnaring Bridge, one Engineer Explosives, one Glass Casket, one Winter Orb, one Walking Ballista. What do you like here?
Most of this isn't something you're supposed to side in, right? The only real sideboard cards here are Containment Priest and Disenchant. Disenchant is good.
Yeah,
Um, Defense Grid is bad, and that's really all you can do.
Yeah, I agree with you. I would bring in the Disenchant just to hit the Eidolon on the Great Rebels.
I,
Honestly, that card is what's it called Shadow Uni can't beat that card. And an Eidolon is an enchantment creature.
yep.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be one of those cases where if Shadow sees that heads up play, and Shadow's played this deck for a long time, it wouldn't surprise me Shadow sees this. I really think that the disenchant might be the play here, but other than that, like same 60, slam it and go as fast as you can.
hmm
Yeah, and
Both
it looks
players are down to 6.
Yep, both players are going down to 6. And luckily, Bruce is going to be on the play for this one, so the more damage as fast as possible, the better. Ivan and Shadow's been living that fast life. I think the last time Shadow Uni was on our stream, there was 3 total turns taken throughout the entire stream.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he killed on turn 2 both games in a row. Yeah, it was pretty wild. Oh, the deck is powerful. The ability to refill your hand by going through the Bomerman, and or once you have just infinite mana, if you don't have anything in your hand, you just slam a Gyruda because you can pay the 3 mana off of your infinite mana. Who cares about paying 3 mana tax? Then you just
Yep.
slam the Gyruda, flip over some more cards, and then just yoink out an Urza or a walking ballista because both of those are even cost cards. And Urza, if you have
Oh,
infinite, you just keep on
Goblin
going.
Guide.
Yep, and we're live. Okay, both kept on 6, and Bruce is in for 2 with Goblin Guide. What was the
Good
trigger?
start. Um, let's see. The
Trigger
trigger
was Victor's
wheel.
Bobble.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so we see Tundra. Okay. Is that it?
Nope.
Mishra's Bobble. LED. Bobble. All right. Yeah, and I agree getting these zeros out of your hands now before before an Eidolon of the Great Rebels comes down and ruins your day or something like that.
Care much about Storm Count.
Yeah, no, this is not a storm count type Yeah, this. Okay, so we're seeing crack right now. I'm guessing there's Neko Vions in hand. So we
Yep.
see Cavern, Engineered Explosives. Oh, it does an Auriac. Yep, and Engineered Explosives. Yep.
They cited an engineered explosives.
Looks like I think so. I think Shadow did side in the Engineered Explosives. I don't think that's main. Yeah,
That's unusual.
yeah. Well, I mean, I suppose when you're seeing 7
I guess
cards over and over, who cares if you only bring in a one of?
I guess it's probably still better than defense grid.
Yeah, and I agree with Chaotic. Monsters, Swift Sphere is almost Storm. Yeah, this this is wild because right now Bruce went down to 6, and then two cards. So he was
So
basically
Shadow
on a
doesn't go off right now. You just
yeah. If
gave Bruce
Shadow
3 more cards.
yeah, if Shadow doesn't go literally right now, Bruce is going to be up to 8 cards. Okay, and I think we're seeing another Echo V on play. Yep, yep. Wheel and deal. Let's go.
Second one doesn't change much. Unless Bruce has Mind Break Trap, which he doesn't know
No.
Bruce doesn't have.
Yeah. Wow, this is insane. That okay, so you've refilled your burn opponent's hand twice. Nice. You either have to go here because I mean you have
The second one
two,
doesn't give
three.
them any more value than the first.
Yeah, the second one doesn't give as much value, but like still just having a burn opponent with 7 fresh cards.
Well, they have
Ooh.
3 mana, so they could easily just draw into lethal at this point.
Yeah. Uh, the only thing that Shadow Oni is really lucky about is the fact that that's not a Monastery Swift Spear on the board. I really agree with Chaotic in the fact that like it acts almost like Storm in that sense, where it's like, okay, my Swift Spear attacked for 1, but now on my next turn, Swift Spear can attack for 6, 8, 8 total, including burn. So I think he was lucky on the Goblin Guide.
And a
Okay,
chalice.
there's a Chalice.
That's something.
That is definitely something. Chalice on 1.
Another LED.
Do we have another one? Do we have another Echo Vions? No, it doesn't look like it. Shadow Link casually drew, let's see, Moles down to 6, 7, 14, 20 plus card for turn, 21 cards in a turn.
Feels Urza with.
Yep.
So there will be action coming in next turn.
Well, outside. Oh wait, definitely Shadow. If Shadow has a Soul Land, Shadow can slam Urza next turn, create a massive construct, and just start swinging in. That was Shadow's turn 1. That's insane. And looks like Shadow on Instep is cracking those 3 baubles. Looks like just
So the burn player passed, which means
I'm guessing
likelihood of pop and or fire blast is high.
yeah, 2 mountains means Fire Blast is still viable.
Either that or he literally just got drawn into 7 lands.
Which is a possibility for Bruce who's being on burn, but I really doubt it. I mean, we're talking what is it? Is Bruce on 20 lands, if that?
Yeah, 20 is the standard number, I think.
Yeah, for burn at least.
Urza has been played.
Yep.
Smash the Smithereens on Chalice.
Yep, and there's Smash.
Down
That
to
deal
11.
3.
The 2/4 is going to be an issue.
Yeah, but at this point,
I mean, he
well,
probably
I mean,
cited out
Urza.
all of his 4 damage, all of his exquisite firecrafts.
Well, Urza's is a 1/4, so I mean, you can just get around it. I think it's a construct that's the biggest ordeal because it's a 4/4. But I mean, at this point, you have your one drops undone. Like you can actually cast your one drops without the chalice now. So 11 points of burn is not impossible when you just got seven cards drawn. And there's a walking ballista for looks like
1?
one.
Yeah.
Yep. And okay, let's see what we got.
Surprised he sacrificed the baubles when he knew there was an Urza coming.
What's Bruce got here? I mean, Price of Progress deals a fancy 4 points of damage right now, or is it three per? I think
4.
it's two. Yeah,
It's 2 per land.
yeah. Price of Project deals 4. Hmm. I mean, in person, I'd probably still swing in, force force the block, or they take two. Because if Shadow blocks with either the Urza or the Construct, a single 1 mana burn spell can take it down. Oh, even better, we see a Swift Spear. So now it forces the issue that if Shadow says no blocks, we see another Smash Smithereens getting rid of the Construct, dealing 3.
Nice.
And now this Swift Spear is a nice little 2/3 coming in as well. So we got the 2/2 Goblin, and we got the 2/3 Swift Spear. That's 4 points of damage. That's half of
Looks
Shadow's
like Goblin Guide flipped another chalice.
Yep.
Chump blocked with the walking ballista and ping.
Yeah. I think ping and Bruce for 1, and yep, and pass and turn.
So Bruce has now been dealt damage this round.
All right, let's see. Okay, tapping the LED for mana. And we see the Chalice of Void on 1 again, which at this point, who cares? Because what you're looking for is Fire Blast, because that's lethal next turn.
Oh, spinning the wheel? No, not quite.
Oh,
and
that's
and infinite mana has been generated.
Yep, because LED does not need to be tapped in order to activate. It just needs to be sacrificed. Yep. And we see. Do we have game here? Yeah, because there's the walking bliss in the side, on the side in the graveyard. I think Shadow is just demonstrating it.
Yep. Sadness gets put in an infinite loop.
Yep, and
Sadness resolves.
There is our winner for this Legacy Challenge, Shadow Uni. Again, this is his third victory, and the third time I'm going to be, the fourth time I'm now going to be writing about this deck because it just continues to win. This is what I was saying. If you got a fast combo, this is one of the decks to beat, and it's time that Null Rods, Collector Oos, and Deafening Silence comes in to save the day. Hey, all right, everybody. Hey, Astrid, any last comments? Anything else you want to say to chat before we head out for the night?
Not really, just. No, I can't think of anything.
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with us and watching Shadow just go nuts on turn. What was that? Turn 3 win this time? I think that was turn 3. So, congratulations to Shadow and have a good night, everybody.
Yep. See ya.